Game of Thrones actor Kit Harington is taking on a new role as a producer in a new HBO 3-part miniseries. It's called Gunpowder. It's just one of many new shows that you'll be able to stream. And here, with a closer look, is Mickey O'Connor. He's the editor-in-chief of TV Guide. Nice to see you again.
You too.
My Friday treat,
Yep.
figuring out what to watch. So, Kit Harington.
Yeah.
So he's going to wrap up Game of Thrones, and then he's got this whole other thing now.
Yeah. So it's a weird story, but he basically is a descendant of the subject of this miniseries. So it's very personal to him. Yeah. And it's about, you know, the gunpowder plot of 1605 or 8, something like that, where, you know, Catholics were trying to overthrow the Protestant government.
Okay.
So,
okay, let's watch a little bit.
My sister was crushed like a seed. My brother butchered. They will be revenged. I am Robert Catesby. My purpose is to kill the King of England. I need to raise an army.
We mean to lead the Catholics of England out of their oppression.
I make the same oath as you. My name is Guy Fawkes.
They will see how a king governs. They bow to me.
Bring me Catesby, Sir William. God save the King! God save the King! He must turn back. I cannot. For the first time in my life, my purpose is clear, and my heart is full. I will blow them all to hell.
Oh, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, so as you see, it's you know, it's about the origins of sort of Guy Fawkes Day, which is celebrated in England to this day. And you know, Guy Fawkes was one of the conspirators that worked with Catesby, who's played by Kit Harington from Game of Thrones.
Right.
And
that's the mask, right?
Yeah, so the famous mask, like
the
you remember
anonymous mask.
Yeah, the Natalie Portman from
right.
V for Vendetta, like yeah, all of that imagery comes from this event that happened in the 17th century.
Okay, okay, a history lesson with a little bit of entertainment
Right,
too. So next up we have El Chapo, Netflix.
Yeah.
It's doing the story of El Chapo.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, you know, we've obviously seen a lot of like reality about this. We've seen a lot of documentary, a lot of news about this. This is a fictionalized version of his life. So the first season sort of talked about the rise of El Chapo, and the second season, as you'll see, has a lot of familiar imagery.
Okay, let's listen a little bit.
El Chapo.
Joaquin! Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman has escaped.
Ahora sí nadie me para. Quiero proponerles formar una federación bajo un mismo mando. El tuyo. El mío.
Yeah, who could forget that notorious escape from prison, down that hole, through that tunnel?
Right.
And I see that's part of what's
so this season, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about how he escaped from prison, how he had the gall, how he had the chutzpah to even attempt to do it.
So the Golden Globe nominations came out, and an Amazon series, a brand new one, got 2 noms, I think. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Can we just watch a bit of it?
Sure.
Joel left you? Why? What did you do?
Did you ever think you were supposed to be something, and you suddenly realize you're not?
Yes. Married. I was a great wife. I was fun. Like, I can't believe I'm losing him to Penny Pan. That's her name. Penny Pan. I'm sorry, but look at me. Who wouldn't want to come home to this every night?
And I gotta tell you right now.
Think Bob Newhart's got a set of these at home? Wrinkled? Maybe.
15 years I've been working in clubs, okay? Twice have I seen someone deliver the goods. What are you talking about? I'm talking about your act.
I am a mother.
I don't have an act.
You will when we're done.
Hi, everybody.
So it looks like it's set in the 50s or so, right? And what's it about?
So basically, it's about sort of a wife and mother. She has the perfect life. She's married. She lives in the same building as her parents in New York City, and 2 beautiful children. And one day, her husband decides to up and leave, and that sends her into a bit of a tailspin that, improbably, because this is television, ends up in a stand-up career. And so it's you know, it's very funny. It's very snappy. If you're a fan of the Gilmore Girls, you know, Amy Sherman Palladino, same creator. You know, you'll recognize the rhythm of the dialogue and things like that.
Fast one-liners back and forth.
Yeah, and it's really fun. And like you said, it is a very surprise Golden Globe nominee.
Yeah, because this just came out.
Yeah.
It's renewed for 2 seasons. There's going to be 2 seasons of this.
Yeah,
I mean, they must think this is a home run.
Yeah, so this was like a big, competitive bidding situation. Amy Sherman-Palladino had done the revival of Gilmore Girls on Netflix, but Amazon swept in and guaranteed 2 seasons right off the bat. So, it's their prize now.
It looks good. You have given us a variety of different things to get into over the weekend. Mickey O'Connor, thank you.
Thanks for having me.